Ahoy there, Captain Benzie here, coming at you with another patch notes video for EVE Echoes. Today's patch notes are actually pretty exciting. There's some really cool stuff in here that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you guys. Now, if I do sound like death warmed up, that is unfortunately because that's how I feel right now. Both Carrie and myself have come down with something absolutely horrific over the past couple of days. Pretty certain it's not COVID, so don't stress too much. Just bad headaches, bad chest, all this kind of thing. We're looking after ourselves. She's doing a great job of looking after me as well. But hey, the patch notes aren't going to cover themselves. So I've sat down on the stool, I've popped the mic on, and we're going to go through these patch notes. Yeah, dedication. Anyway, let's have a look. Jump straight in on this one, I think. So first of all, it is that time of year again. We have our new event, the Christmas event, the Yule Festival login. Now, obviously, that's a play on the word Yule, as in Yuletide, which is the old pagan festival that was originally set around about this time of year, celebrating the winter solstice, and that was then ultimately sort of, taken over by Christianity and chosen as the date that they would then celebrate Christmas. Ultimately, there are some differences this time from last year's Yule Festival, so let's have a look. This starts on December the 16th at 0000 UTC plus 0 and ends on December 23rd at 0000 UTC plus 0. It's unusual that it actually finishes before Christmas Day, but hey, there we go. Log in consecutively for 7 days to earn great rewards. We then also have the Fading Stars treasure troves, and there's more on this later, but this starts on December 16th and ends on January 5th. Again, UTC plus 0, 0000 on both of those. Mother Siona from one of the Sisters of Eve shelters has an urgent mission for you. View the event to claim the Fading Stars Gravitational Wave Graph, complete the exploration to earn rewards, and more on the Gravitational Wave Graphs and Fading Stars in just a moment. The Yule Festival Golden Age, starting December 22nd, ending on January 12th. Okay, so it looks like we've got basically the Yule Festival login bonuses is for those 7 days, then it continues beyond that all the way up to January the 12th at 0800. December 22nd, 0800 this starts, and ends January 12th, 0800 UTC plus 0. So this looks like it's actually going to then basically be our New Year celebration as well. YC123 to YC124, another end of a year and another Yule Festival to warm up the winter. Inspired by the Golden Age themed decorations and orchestral music, that's pretty cool. We will delve into New Eden's past to find clues including relics, letters and tags to help historians piece together the full picture of New Eden's history and reap its great rewards. How do you get clues? Well, 1. You view and receive daily rewards from the mail. 2. Participate in Fading Stars treasure troves, told you would be coming back to that. Or 3. Purchase them from the market, which means of course you can sell them if you yourself don't want them. Clues can be recycled or traded on the market. How do you reveal the events? You dock at any station, and clues in your current inventory, item inventory and cargo, will be displayed on this page. By this page I assume they mean the event page. Pay close attention to what's written in the clues, determine the connection between the clues. Each event has 3 unique clues. Combine the clues correctly to reveal their corresponding event and get rewards. How to get the grand prize. There are 24 clues corresponding to 8 events. Reveal them all to unlock the final reward. After the event ends, you'll have 3 days to view all of the events. Be sure to reveal as many events as you can, because any reward you missed will become unavailable after the event ends. So it looks like basically through the login rewards and through these gravitational wave graphs, which you get from this Sisters of Eve character, you'll get these clues. You put 3 of these clues together, that gives you a sort of an actual proper clue that you then go and explore. That sounds pretty cool. A reason to go exploring is always a good thing for me. Plus making it sort of like a treasure hunt, I think that's pretty cool. That's kind of exciting and very unusual, a little bit different to what we've had before. The Sunchaser funding program. Now this is interesting. There's a lot on this one. December 22nd, 2021 at 0800 through to January 15th, 2022 at 0800. The Sunchaser funding program serves to further the development of the Sunchaser navigation system. The Yanjung representative has prepared great rewards for investors, including the Golden Age Nanocore, which is equipped with the Sunchaser navigation system. Now, this looks like this is the Yanjung engine that they were hinting at not that long ago, and they've actually dealt with some of my concerns, but it's still an unusual thing. Let's have a look. Rules. You will need to locate 7 star systems one by one. Each time you search a system, you'll need to use up some star navigation data. The amount of navigation data required varies between star systems, which means you're going to need to collect data and then expend it to actually, do this event. Each star system then contains of 12 celestial bodies in total, 11 planets, 1 star. Each time you locate something, the result will contain 1, 2, 3 random celestial bodies. You have an equal probability of getting 1, 2, or 3 celestial bodies, third chance each. In the same star system, planets you've already located will be excluded from the search process. There is a defined amount of time for locating the star each time. You'll be rewarded for every planet you successfully find, and you'll receive all rewards for a star system if you successfully find the star. Again, this is kind of like a treasure hunt. I'm interested to see how this actually works. The details they're giving here are a little bit vague, so I'm looking forward to getting hands-on with this first thing tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's sort of a reason to go exploring, looking for this stuff. There is a nanocore involved in this golden age nanocore. How that works and which ships it attached to is going to ultimately define how this works for me, so we'll have to see on that one. New content, the Gravitational Wave Graph. This is something I've been looking forward to since it was added to the Trello roadmap. The Gravitational Wave Graph records the signal location of abnormal gravitational fluctuations. It only works in the station warehouse and shows the precise location of the abnormal gravitational fluctuations after signal calibration and signal location. Rumour has it that such spaces are used by the empires as well as outlaws from different factions to hide their property. Please note that powerful enemies will appear once a gravitational rift is discovered near the fluctuations, so teaming up with friends and piloting battleships, by which they mean combat vessels, are a must. The situation can be perilous, so be careful. Gravitational wave graphs can be obtained from the Yule Festival login event and Fading Stars treasure troves. Basically, this looks to be kind of, whereas you do standard wide resonance scanning out in space using the module attached to your ship, this is a similar sort of thing that is like almost examining a treasure map by the sounds of things, done inside a station hold. I'm really excited about that. It's really quite cool, interesting structure. Anything that makes me feel like a pirate's always going to be good. New Citadel Structures. They teased this at the AMA, but they are confirmed here. The update introduces 2 new Citadel Structures, Anomaly Detection Array and Base Detection Array. Anomaly Detection Array reduces the time between discovering pirate base anomalies, so they spawn faster, and the Base Detection Arrays can lower the security level required for pirate bases to upgrade, as well as the upgrade interval of pirate bases. Basically, this means that if you've got a level 7 system and you want it to be level 8 or even level 9, you can drop a base detection array there. It'll level up faster, and it will level up higher. We know as well that the cap to this is still 10. You're not going to suddenly get level 11 anomalies. It will still cap at 10, but if you were to drop one of these base detection arrays in a level 10 system, you are going to level the base up faster if you ever reset it. The Sunchaser navigation system. Again, this is the Yanjung engine. Let's actually have a look at this then. So after the collapse of the Eve Gate, the Yanjung developed this technology in order to leave New Eden and start the Great Voyage. First things first, the Eve Gate. This is where humanity originally arrived into the New Eden cluster. In EVE Online, it has its own unique skybox where the Eve Gate collapsed. It looks beautiful. Here in EVE Echoes, we don't have this. I have been crying out for them to add this into the game. This would be the perfect opportunity for them to do so, but we'll see, I doubt it. And the Great Voyage, that appears to be the Yanjung sailing back to the old places that, humanity originally came from, but doing it without stargates, which is insane, just crossing the void. But hey, good luck to them. The Sunchaser navigation system can lock on and jump to a target star. As of now, all trading centres have been updated with navigation data for nearby stars. In addition, pilots can also send jump requests to other members of their fleet. Here's how to do it. Number 1, access the jump navigation screen via the operation ring. This is where you tap on your ship and it'll bring it up there. You'll see the navigation signal of all ITCs in New Eden there. Number 2, on the save location screen, you'll see all signals you can jump to at the moment. And number 3, on the fleet screen, tap the avatar of an ally to send a request. If they agree, you'll be able to enable the Sunchaser navigation system and initiate a jump. Currently, the Sunchaser navigation system has been proved to be implemented on the latest Golden Age nanocores. So again, it looks like they are testing this using nanocores, these Golden Age nanocores. What this allows you to do is basically jump from one side of the cluster to the other instantly, like you're jumping a gate. This does have the knock-on effect that it now means that basically hauling does, well, I don't see what the point of hauling is now if anyone can theoretically just go, oh, I want to be at Jita, click their fingers, and they're at Jita, and then go, oh, actually, I now need to be at Pater, and click their fingers, and they're now at Pater. It is notable that the system is unable to initiate jumps in nullsec, which I think is a good thing. It means you can't jump around gate camps with this, which is awesome. So even though there are ITCs in nullsec, you cannot use this to jump straight to them. I'm not sure how I feel about this. This seems like a really convoluted way of just doing jump clones, and jump clones to me is just a much better idea that doesn't completely destroy hauling. But I'm going to hold off judgment until we actually see it in action. It might be really expensive on fuel, although there's no mention here at all of fuel, which leads me to believe it doesn't use fuel. Maybe there's a long cooldown on it. I don't know. We don't have full information here. I'm in two minds on this. On one hand, it's really cool to be able to get to where you want to go really quickly. Like, you know, if you need to be at an ITC that is 40 jumps away from where you are, and you're in low sec or high sec, then you can click your fingers and be there instantly. That's pretty cool. And the fact that you can jump directly to fleet members, that's interesting. That also concerns me, because if, for example, just off the top of my head, I'm flying around Conora and Heimatar and all these areas, and someone says, help, I've been caught in Tama, I was trying to be a pirate and they caught me with my trousers down, I can just fleet, lock onto them, and jump the 30 jumps straight into that combat situation, which seems a little bit insane, that you can call help from across the entire cluster. This now, to me, actually kind of reverts the whole thing we had about the missions like Bad Hair Day storyline missions. Because now you can sit in a storyline, just make sure you're fleeted with everyone else in your corporation, and if one of you gets jumped, they can just all jump to you and then take apart whoever dared to scan you down. I'm not sure I like this, but again, we'll have a deep dive on this once it's out. Let's move along. Optimizations, updated estimated prices, of course, added a view location button to help locate a star system after searching it for name. Nice, this is when you open up the star chart, you type in a system, you then search for it, it just kind of shows you it, oh, it's here somewhere on this screen. Now you can tap on that and it'll zoom in on that actual one. The jump drive operation skill now shows applicable ships. The explosion radius of capital cruise missiles has been adjusted to 6,500 meters. This is a humongous buff. That's gone from 17,000 meters to 6,500. That is considerably lower than half what it was before, which is huge. That is a massive boost to capital cruise missiles, which means now the Phoenix is going to be doing a little bit better than it was before. Well, okay, considerably better than it was before. Improved the rules in which the supply approvals are displayed. Now only the 5 latest approval records are displayed on one page to avoid lagging caused by loading a large amount of data at once. I'm, again, not entirely certain what this is. Is this like supply approvals in regards to taking stuff out of corporation hangars, or is this the upgrading citadels? It's a bit vaguely worded for my liking. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Updated the design for the back button on the bottom left of the ship tree screen. Apparently the update they did 2 weeks ago wasn't enough, so they've made it even prettier or more obvious this time around. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Added a filter feature to combat log. Yay. This is the whole thing where now we can get rid of the whole thing of, oh, I don't want to see all of the capsules that I've killed, I just want to see the ships. I'm hoping you can filter by things like frigate and the different, ship types. I'm also hoping we can maybe even filter by things like Amar or Caldari, just so I can see which ones I'm hunting more of. That'd be cool. Added the function to open multiple opt boxes at once, which is nice. This is when you get all these different boxes where you have to choose the items. You can just stack them, open a whole ton of them, and then just pick the rewards, rather than have to go through the animation over and over and over. Tap and hold on any NPC ship in the lock list to view target tips. Ooh, that's interesting. I'll be interested to see what kind of tips they're putting up there. And 10, added new anomaly detection array and base detection array, followed by finally, and the best of all, number 11, added the tactical overlay. After enabling in battle settings, it'll be displayed automatically when zooming in and out the camera. This is huge. The tactical overlay is basically if you zoom the screen out, you will get concentric rings around your ship that show 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 150, different like denominations, kilometers of distance away from you, and it will show sort of the X and Y axis as well, or sorry, the Y and Z axis, and then you can sort of look at how the X-axis applies to that and where other ships are. You can read this information to see how other ships are approaching towards you or moving away from you. You can even use it to manually pilot in different ways. This is an incredibly powerful tool that was part of the open beta. It did get removed for final test and for launch due to issues that it was causing with lag. I'm glad to see that it is now sorted and back. I love this thing. People have been crying out for this for literally since the game launched. It's finally here. That is super happy, awesome, fun times. I cannot wait for that one. That is probably the biggest thing in the patch notes here for me, and that's saying something considering it comes with a whole load of interesting stuff based around exploration. Now this of course does mean that tomorrow I will be doing a video on everything we know about this event. I'll be covering the Yule event and things like that, so do subscribe to the channel to make sure that you are aware of that video when it goes live. It'll be 1700 UTC tomorrow, Wednesday, when that one goes live, and we look at how the Yule Festival works. I'll also see if I've got enough information at that point in time to talk about the gravitational wave chart, the Sunchaser, all this kind of thing. We'll see if we've got that working. It's going to be a big, busy day for me, which is not great when you're feeling like utter cuck. But hey, there we go. Anyway, folks, thank you for bearing with me right the way to the end. I'm trying not to cough at the moment, so I am going to sign this one off quickly so I can go die quietly in the corner. Happy sailing, and see you in New Eden.